Hey guys, so this is early in the morning. I've just finished dropping off my kids from school. I don't even have makeup on or anything. I looked in the camera and I was like, holy crap, can I not plan this better? I am looking very hobo. I have yesterday's makeup on. I just wanted to chat with you guys about something that I was thinking about this morning. And it's self-worth. A friend of mine that I love very much posted on Facebook today that, you know, she's been feeling something that a lot of women and men have been feeling in the last year and a bit. Something that, you know, I sometimes struggle with. I think it's a recurring theme in a lot of people's lives, especially in this day and age, you know, with technology the way it is. We're all constantly on our phones, constantly staring at beautiful airbrushed images, retouched images. Like, I'm the kind of person, I just take a snap on my phone and post it to Instagram. But a lot of these people who are really successful Instagrammers, they spend a fortune retouching, editing, and everything goes through channels before it ever sees their Instagram page. And people like me, like, you know, an average Joe running around, artist, taking photos as I go on the working on the go, I could never compete. You know, I'm not as beautiful as these people. I don't have the perfect body, you know. I don't have money for all the fancy clothing. I see a lot of people that I know that are feeling so bad about themselves all the time. Just, they're so pushed down by what they say, you know, it's like voices in their head, or their inner voice says to them, you know, you're useless, you're worthless, you're ugly, you're fat, you're stupid. And I just want to kind of just say, you know, you have worth, you have value, and you have a purpose, and you have power. You're here for a very, very good reason. And that reason is very simple. You have every day to do as much good as you can do in that day. You're only awake a certain number of hours. You go to work, you're with your children or with your friends, or you're even alone and just online. But you have a choice every single day, and the choice is do good or do bad. And there's a hell of a lot of people out there that are doing bad. And everything that they do is geared towards self-promotion, pushing down those around them that they don't want succeeding. And the thing that made me so sad is that the people that I see who confess to feeling so ugly, and I look at them and they're just beautiful. They're slender, they're shapely, they're pretty, they are of all ages. Even 90 years old, they're still struggling with the same things. You know, we can make a choice. We can either be broken down, or we can choose to really just love ourselves. And that seems to be one of the hardest things of all. When I was younger, I think I was about 23, I worked at a school as a music and drama teacher. And there was another teacher at the school who was probably 20 years my senior. And at that time, I was a little bit more religious than I am now. And I needed it at that time. It helped me to cope with things. And this person was, I don't want to say what her beliefs were, but she was not church going as I was at that time. And so I wasn't really quite sure where she was coming from a lot of the time, just because I was seeing her through a filter, which I then rid myself of that filter and just started actually seeing her as a person, as a human, as a soul, and as a special person. And yeah, there was some miscommunication. I think there was something that I was supposed to have submitted with regards to her class, and I didn't know because I was very new to the school and I wasn't a trained teacher. I was just a music person, and they had hired me to run the music department, so I was sort of being trained up, and they weren't doing a good job of that either. So I hadn't given this form or whatever for her class because I actually didn't know how, and I hadn't done it yet. And she came into my classroom and she was so angry. Like, I was young, you know, I'd never sort of faced up against another adult being that angry and hurt. And she was just really, really enraged. And she kind of came at me, and she was quite a lot bigger than me, taller than me. And I was trying to sort of explain to her what had happened, and she just was not hearing anything. And I just suddenly looked up at her and I realized that she was hurting, and not from me. That it was almost like my inaction in bringing her the thing she needed triggered her into revealing how she really was quite broken and sad. I remember looking up at her and I just suddenly went, "Oh, my darling, I'm so sorry." And she just looked at me. It was almost like a maternal feeling, and I reached up, I just held her face and I just said, "I'm so sorry that I've hurt you. Are you okay?" And getting that tender response instead of an anger response, she just broke, like she cried. She kind of like ended up holding her. And I mean, she was older and bigger and wiser and stronger than me, but I was able to recognize frailty in her. And that moment's never really left me. And I just think to myself, you know, imagine if every one of us, all of you hearing me now, made a decision today to see through the crap that people surround themselves with, and to just truly love people, to take away any judgment, any filters, religious, spiritual, whatever, and just truly love people. Can you imagine? I'm sorry this is a bit of a boring video, but I'm really challenged. The thing that I want more than anything in the world is to see people realize their potential and realize their dream. And everyone who's watching this now, I want you to reach your dreams. I want you to reach your dreams. You have one life, and I don't know if we come back again. But you have value.